I love old FNAF fan games. They're not great, all things considered. They're very glitchy, buggy, broken, and unfun some of them could be, but they still have this charm to them. Games like Five Nights at Freddy's, Return to Abomination, the Hadman games, Five Nights at Wario's, the simulator games like Bonnie Simulator, even when they're terrible, they have their charm to them, and I can't help but love them. And I want to talk about one of them, that being the Return to Abomination. This game was released in 2017, and it was made by Victochi Mochi, though his account has been gone. Before we get into the game itself, I just want to say, I'm incredibly nostalgic for these designs. It reminds me of this one fan game from January 16th, 2015. That game is Five Nights at Fazbear's Storage by Chickens. I genuinely thought that the withered toys were going to be in the third game. Obviously that didn't happen, but hey, a boy can dream. While we're on the subject of character designs, did you know that the characters were stolen? Of course you do. Most people know that about the game. Now, it was a bit hard to find which creators they come from, but I think they come from Fazboggle and Go Motion. Remember when Go Motion was known for their speed edits? Now they're just known for, anyway, Fazboggle, who most people know in the community, is most known for their Withered Balloon Boy and Withered Puppet designs. If you're like me, then you might be surprised to learn that Fazboggle actually deactivated their account in 2019. As far as I could tell, there was no reason given for the deactivation. I can't believe this is how I first learned of it, but I should actually talk about the game. Abominations has a total of 19 characters. It's got what you expect. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, the Toys, Mangle, Balloon Boy, Puppet, Golden and Shadow Freddy, Springtrap, an original character named Mystery, Funtime Freddy, Baby, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Ennard. So yeah, there's a lot of characters. The game starts with the opening FNAF 2 cutscene, but it is FNAF 1 Chica, Withered Bonnie, and the Puppet in the first game's location, and a weird colored tint. Also, I'm going to preface this video by saying most of the footage in the video will not be mine. I did record some parts, but the toggles for like the camera and mask are incredibly finicky, and because of that, it was really hard to keep the mask or camera up, and sometimes the mask would be on, but I can't get it off, resulting in a death. So I just said, fuck it, I'm going to use someone else's footage. Their name should be up on screen right now. Like in FNAF 2, you have to wind up a box, although it's represented through, I guess what's supposed to be the engine that was used to make the game. I don't know, I'm not a game dev. Interestingly though, this game actually brings back the scrapped toxic meter from the second game, and you might have noticed that the vents don't have lights. Well, you don't need to worry about that. It's a bit disappointing. The three threats on this night are Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Chica. All will enter the office through the vents and hallway, of course. You just have to put the mask on. Night 2 introduces Withered Balloon Boy, Foxy, and Mangle. BB requires you to put the mask on when he enters your room, and both Foxy and Mangle will require you to flash them in the hallway. After the second night, you get a cutscene, which is the same as the previous, but with Withered Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and Golden Freddy slides up as the cutscene ends and Night 3 starts. Night 3 and 4 are more of the same, but the Night 4 cutscene is the withered animatronics in front of you, and I think Mystery rises up as Night 5 begins. Night 5 is more of the same, so before we move on to Nights 6 and 7, the first 5 nights aren't great to say the least. Like the original FNAF 2, you just have to wind the box up and put the mask on for every threat, except the Puppet, Foxy, and Mangle. It's a shame because this game has some broken cameras, and I really wish the game did something with the cameras. Like maybe have it so Mangle would hide on those cameras and you have to play like a sound in them. I don't know, I'm just kind of spitballing ideas as I go, but at least it's an idea. Anyway, so since the first 5 nights were very similar, what do we do for Night 6? Well, what if we were to remove every camera except for the prize corner, get rid of all the threats except Springtrap, Golden Freddy, Shadow Freddy, and Mystery, and made all of them dealt with the mask. Can you guess what this game does? They do it. Night 7 has Baby walking up to Michael's corpse, and whenever it's touched, the purple guy animatronic is on screen. So I think in this universe, Michael's corpse is really Williams. Although, let me just say, the purple man animatronic, that's a fucking throwback. I can't be the only one who thinks it's weird for such an iconic video and such a famous hoax to only have a bit over 200k views, right? Regardless, Night 7 is similar to the secret Ender Night and Sister location, but it takes place in the FNAF 1 office. You could see the fun times in the doors, and you just have to close it on them. Night 7 ends with Circus Baby running to William, jump scaring them, revealing Night 7 was just a dream, until William gets jump scared by the withered puppet. That was the return to Abomination, and objectively it's not a good game. However, it does have its charm just like the other games of its era. Now, the next video I'm going to work on is a retrospective on all of Atomic's games. See you then!